Septima Clark was born on May 3, 1898, in Johns Island, South Carolina. In 1916, Septima graduated from the Avery Institute in Charleston, South Carolina, and after passing South Carolina's teaching exam, went on to work as a school teacher for black students in Johns Island at just 18 years old. In 1919, she returned to her alma mater, Avery, as a sixth-grade teacher. During this time, she also began campaigning for Charleston to allow African American teachers in the city's public schools. The law was passed shortly after. Septima married Neary Clark in 1920, and together they had one son, Neary Clark Jr. However, after a short time, she and Neary Sr. were separated, and in 1927, Septima moved to Columbia, South Carolina to continue pursuing her teaching career. While teaching in Columbia, Septima began pursuing her own education, receiving a bachelor's degree from Benedict University in Columbia, South Carolina in 1942, and a master's degree from Hampton University in 1945. Septima continued to fight for the rights of African American teachers and educators while in Columbia. Alongside Thurgood Marshall, Septima and members of the NAACP advocated for black teachers in Columbia to receive the same pay as their white colleagues. South Carolina's legislators refused and instead passed a law banning the city's teachers from having any association with the NAACP, forcing Septima to seek a career in education elsewhere. In 1956, Clark moved from South Carolina to Tennessee, joining the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, an organization that helped to promote literacy in the African American community. As Director of Education and Teaching, Septima and the SCLC, along with other African American empowerment organizations, helped to form the Voter Education Project, training teachers for citizenship schools and increasing the voter registration in the black community. Through Clark's efforts with the SCLC and the Voter Education Project, the first African American Congress members since Reconstruction were elected. Septima retired from the SCLC in 1970 and went on to serve 2 terms on Charleston School Board. 9 years later, Septima was presented with the Living Legacy Award for her revolutionary work and became known to many as the mother of the movement. She went on to live a rather quiet life in her hometown of Johns Island, South Carolina, until her passing in December of 1987.